What's good? What's good? Welcome to episode 18 of
Back like we never left.
Ow.
We had March break in the middle of June. We took a week off. We slacking.
Slacking hard, but we're here today. Welcome to episode 18 of the Man Dem podcast. It's your boy Nasir. Pass the dutchie on the left hand side. Who we got?
Yo, you know what it is. It's Uncle Twist. We're locked in. Another episode of the Man Dem podcast, episode 18. And sitting across from me, vibing to the Prodigy, playing the background soundtrack of the title.
Sitting across you, going to introduce a dude to my right, Mr. Cujo Canuck, Studio Alex, Studio 139. You already know what that is. And it's your boy Showtime. Thank you for locking in with us for another week. We got a bunch of shit to discuss, so get comfortable. Get informed, get educated, and get ready.
Okay, so first off, we got of course you're hearing in the background, you're hearing some vintage Mobb Deep, Nas rapping right now. We'll get to Nas in a little bit, but rest in peace to Prodigy. You know, there's a passing of the anniversary,
1 year
anniversary of his death.
Time flies, man.
Still crazy, still can't believe he passed the way he did. We all knew he was sick, suffered from sickle cell, but that took the hip hop world by crushed the hip hop world. So of course,
one
of the nicest.
One of the nicest on the mic. Showtime. I know you say at one point in hip hop history, Prodigy had that throne hard.
Yeah, Jay didn't want it. Between fucking 94 to I'm gonna say 98, no one was beefing with Prodigy. Like Tupac did shot his shot, you know, congrats, but like if you really dissect Hell on Earth, and these 7 tracks on those are just like subliminal darts to Pac. Like you can't fuck with Prodigy. That's why the selfish hip hop nigga in me wanted to see him and Jay go at it. But Prodigy in his prime, not like that verse you got on Burn, you know what I mean? Like with the lazy bars that Prodigy was slacking off on. Like 96 to 98, Prodigy would have bodied Jay in a lyrical rap battle. I say that. Hip hop history could be different if Jay wanted a humor rap battle with Prodigy back then. Yeah.
That would have had serious ramifications.
Yeah, Prodigy was fucking disgusting. Rest in peace. That's one of my top 5 lyricists, man.
Yeah, and just a shout out to everybody that was at the Huxton for the last show of the 20th anniversary of the Hello on Tour, because you guys witnessed history, and that was the last time that Capital P was in the Dot in Toronto. So, you know, big up that for sure.
I was definitely hating because if I knew, you know, in hindsight, if I knew that P was gonna pass, I would have made sure 100% I was there.
Yeah,
but
can't always take the things for granted, but stars didn't align, but he left enough gems, not only for us here at this table, but for hip-hop heads that appreciate real hip-hop for a lifetime, man. His bars will definitely live on, and so will his music.
Shouts to Havoc, you know, I know he has to man it right now. Like,
yep.
You know, Mobb Deep clearly isn't the same without P, but we always have his music to live on. He's always alive, you know what I mean? So hopefully you guys, you know, take a minute, bump some HNIC, Return of the Mac, Albert Einstein, any of the Mobb Deep albums, like, just, you know, pay homage to P.
90s New York hip-hop at its finest, man.
Oh, damn.
So, speaking of another Queens rapper.
Yeah, that's the right segue for sure.
we gotta talk about this Nas album, man.
Nasir album.
Nasir.
You want to start?
I'm looking at everybody's faces.
Everybody has a state of uncertainty right now on which way to go in and dive in on this. So I guess I'll start. So, you know, like Show touched on a previous episode, it looks like this whole 7-track format, anyways, underneath the Kanye West umbrella, looks like it's here to stay anyways. But production, I would say it was good, definitely, but certain parts of me, you guys can correct me when I'm wrong, if I'm finished, definitely sounded unfinished and sounded a little bit rough. And I also felt like Nas is Nas, he's always going to be lyrical, but I think like he didn't gel with a lot of the melodies and the rhythm. Maybe he just stayed in his pocket, in his comfort zone, but I think he could have took more of a chance, maybe, if you know what I mean, in terms of how the verses were delivered. I know a lot of people are big on the Slick Rick sample, Cop Shot the Kid, but so like you said before we came on the air, it does get a little bit, repetitive, so it kind of takes away from the track. And then I could have done out also without with Kanye West's verses. To be honest with you, we already know he was helming the production, so I think that kind of took away from maybe more of what Nas could have contributed. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I've given it a couple listens. So in terms of where I rank it or just rate it out of 10, listened to it like a day or two ago. So on fresh ears, I'd say it's a solid like 7.5 out of 10. That's what I think anyway.
I guess that's a fair ranking, 7.5. I don't really want to rank it based on numbers. It's fresh. It's a good album to me. For the hype around Nas, quote unquote, finally having like this amazing producer behind him
That's always been what people said.
You know what I mean? To produce an album from. To me, it was okay. Like,
so
it
the
wasn't.
track masters are hot ass.
No. Like a fully.
I know what people
project.
are saying, but they don't know what the track masters do.
Exactly. But it was like okay. The beats to me, I don't know what I was expecting something probably more like sample heavy for Nas from Kanye, because it seemed like he was so happy and giddy to give Nas like not like a throwback feel, but like that maybe like a more grittier Nas, like bring that type of rapping style out of him, but I didn't really get that. The intro track was okay with Diddy, like Diddy talking his shit kind of gave it, a nice little opening to the album. Cop Shot the Kid, it was cool, but the sample was just too repetitive and it was annoying to me. Could have did without the Kanye verse. Bonjour is like it's a good laid back summertime, like sip some wine, smoke a cigar, bun a ting type of track. I appreciate that track. What else was good? Adam and Eve was okay.
And then the Simple Things.
Simple Things was alright too, but Nas had his substance, which is, he's never not gonna have his substance. But as far as like, it felt short, it felt unfinished, it felt rushed. The fact that the album didn't even get released, I guess, like, what was it supposed to release midnight Friday night, and it got pushed to damn near almost midnight Saturday morning. That probably had to do with maybe some production problem that they probably rushed it. That's my assumption. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not that impressed. I'm trying to find words to shoot Nas some bail, but it was there.
You expected more.
I expected more, but
because of the hype behind it, right?
I think that you could look at Nasir just as like people look at I Am. Like, I see people that love I Am, and I don't think I Am is that good of an album. Granted, it's a dope piece to the collection. There's certain tracks on I Am I could live with. Obviously, you have the standouts like Hate Me Now, the track with him and Scarface and an X. You know what I mean? You Can't See Me Tonight with Aaliyah, whatever. But even for me on Nasir, like, I don't think production-wise it was the best. And like all these Good Friday releases, I feel like Push, that hit. Kanye sucked. Kanye Cudi was a good bounce back. And you can kind of really just leave it for the critics with Nas. Like, there's certain songs I really don't like. But say that to say this. Was it Not For Radio? Is it Not For Radio?
Yeah, Not For Radio with Diddy and 07 with Tony Williams, on the background vocals. With The Dream and
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I enjoy.
Those are your standouts?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And again, I don't think the production was the best or the strongest for everyone was hyping it up for. And my actually reverse take on it is that I felt like Nas did the best he could given the lackluster production. I know a lot of other people are praising Kanye's production, but saying that they don't feel like it was a good fit. And we've seen that before. We've seen Kanye and Pharrell get together for Number One, which was one of the worst collaborations I've ever heard. Like, it sounded good, it looked good on paper, but that shit was ass. It was like 50 De Niro and Pacino.
Yeah.
that looks so good on paper, but that movie sucked. Right? Just kill that thing, right?
Yeah.
And certain things just look good. I mean, the thought and idea of it, but for Nasir, I mean, I don't hate it. It's not like the world could be like, oh, we could live without it. Like, it's a dope album to have, but
It's not yay.
it's not the greatest I've heard from Nas, you know? I actually compare it to a modern day I Am, if anything, right? Like, it's debatable, and yeah, I guess based off the way it was mixed and the tracks were like followed up, like it sounds very Lost Tape-esque. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout out Nas, man. You know, that kind of longevity in his career is impressive to say the least, but I don't think Kanye, and maybe because Nas doesn't pick good beats. Yeah, it's always been the knock on him, right?
Yep.
Other than when you look at it was written, and some fucking bangers on that shit, but yeah, Nas ain't really, I don't know what he hears. He doesn't have that Rick Ross ear or whatever, right? Because that's Rick Ross's thing. He can make amazing fucking beats.
Yes.
Excuse me. Earlier, I said people say he didn't have good production around him. Sorry, it's what you just said. He doesn't pick good beats.
Yeah, I think he picks good beats. Even on Nas, like his album cut, sometimes you're like, what the fuck? You know, like Nas can say whatever the hell he wants, because Nas is just the dopest, vivid, like lyrical, like imagery ever painted, right? But that can't, like, you can't be listening to beats that put you to fucking sleep. Like, I'd rather listen to an acapella, you know what I mean? So the knock on Nas isn't pick the greatest beats, but you know, I think there's 4 solid standout tracks on Nasir. So salute to legend.
And I think he still has something more in the arsenal. Hopefully, when Khaled said, "Yo, Nas album's done," hopefully there's that album somewhere in the tuck that's hopefully a little bit more superb. But don't hold your breath.
Hopefully, man.
Don't hold your breath. I won't hold my breath.
Random note, man. I'm gonna say this on air. Since 1996 in middle school, when I saw the first Destiny Child, No 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 Part 1, actually the slow version, before they came out with Part 2 with Wyclef.
Father Clef.
I've never been a fan of Beyonce. It's just something.
Yo, wait, hold on. You're trying to get us killed, bro?
Yeah,
the Beehive.
Yo, we don't need to have no B emojis on the IG page and the Twitter.
We're getting canceled, but
Everything's love, yo. Pun intended.
I'm getting
Beehive, relax,
I'm getting
relax.
to some props though. So I don't like Beyonce. I don't see what the fucking big deal is. I understand the threat though. She's a beautiful woman. She could perform. She's a marketer's dream. She has vocal range. Cool. Doesn't write her own stuff, but an R&B can get away with that. Refer to Usher, Alicia Keys, all of them, right? Yo, I took in that track Ape Shit, man. And I really like that song. See, I was going somewhere with a positive note.
Thank God.
I actually really like Ape Shit. I don't know why. I catch myself, like, it comes on the radio, I let it play. I didn't see it turn it up. That's the one song. I didn't listen to the album.
I didn't listen to the album. I didn't watch the video for
Oh,
Ape
okay,
Shit.
yeah. I fuck with it, man. I definitely fuck with it. So, and you know what? I think I was actually gonna listen to it regardless, just 'cause I wanted to hear what Hov said.
Yeah.
Like, Hov to me is always gonna be the Hustler's poster chat.
I feel like we're getting bombarded with music.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Bombarded.
Summer's
Well,
hot,
look
man.
at what they're trying to say. Like, Nas dropped on Friday, and they just sucker punched him and dropped the unreleased album.
They're
the
saying
next
that's
day.
all was all like premeditated and calculated.
Yeah.
I don't
The
really
rain on the
believe that.
parade. Well,
I
come
don't-
on, man. They couldn't let him have his
Because of the whole
moment.
riff with Ye or whatever.
I just felt like, yo, they're on tour. They're like, what? Why not just drop it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, man. And actually, that video is actually pretty dope too for Ape Shit. So.
Yeah, I want to see the
Yeah,
visuals. It seems like
Clean, man.
yeah.
Good cinematography.
Hey, yo, see when I was talking about Jay, yo, honestly, like black people are the new rock stars. Shout out to Puma, man. Puma basketball. You know, shout out to friggin', you know, Mr. Vegas, Emory Jones, you know what I mean? And Jay-Z being the president for basketball at Puma. They signed actually 3 of those dudes coming out the draft today, right?
Yeah. Were they gonna be wearing those Clydes? They re-released some. They made some like.
I saw a
Clydes or
colorway of some Puma shoes. They actually had the icy bottom, but the colorway was kind of,
The
it was like a
orange?
Miami. No, it was like a teal blue.
Oh yeah, okay.
But like, it was kind of, so some people were trying to clown like, oh, when's a female? But no, shout out to Jay, man. Like, Jay's business is so crazy. Look how he set up Ty. Look how he set up Emery, you know what I mean? Like, all his dudes, you know what I mean? Like, Everyone's good. Look at Biggs is so
Biggs
good.
out here.
You know,
Yep, the Rock 96, yeah.
Dame's Dame. You know what I mean? But like, because even they saw that thing with Virgil and Kanye.
Oh yeah.
And then the runway. That was a real moment.
That's a real
It
moment.
was.
I can't front. I saluted
Virgil's,
that.
you know, crying. Like it was cool to see. Like it was good to see. Like, you know.
It was good, man. You know, because he put him on, and actually, when you hear that little stab that he got at the Dumpy freestyle, right?
Yeah.
Drake said he didn't want to see him flourish. So shout out to that. You already know, man.
So with the release of the Nas album, so we got Daytona, Ye, Kids See Ghosts, and then
we got
Nasir.
So
Tiana
Tiana,
Taylor's
tomorrow.
coming
Later this
out.
week. KTSE.
Well, by the time you hear this, the Tiana album should be out.
Yeah, KTSE, I think it's called.
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I think it's KTSE. I don't know
think
what it
it's
stands for.
keep the same energy.
Yeah. That's the acronym.
But so far, anyways, let's just go based off of the 4 right now. Where do you rank each album?
Just off of those 4, or
Yeah,
just?
off of those four so far.
I got my order.
I got my order.
I got my order too. So definitely at the top, undisputed, unanimous is the Daytona. Pusha T without question. He took no bars off in that seven track. Classic he gave us, and then obviously for my second pick, definitely I gotta mess with the Kids See Ghosts because the chemistry with Kid Cudi and Yeezy giving me that like early Man on the Moon 808 vibe. So like they're back in that type of pocket. Nasir I think ranks number 3 after that, and then I don't really want to rank the 4th one, but it's definitely dead last, the Ye album.
I think we probably have all the same ranking.
Yeah, honestly, as soon as Twist went, I'm like, I should have went first.
As soon as I heard number 2,
yeah, exactly. Like, yo, Daytona's Daytona. Like, that shit blended perfectly. Like, shout out Daytona, and that's mad impressive, too, being the first one to come out. I mean, out the whole campaign of the June Fridays, right?
Yeah.
Good Friday. So, Daytona, and I was hella impressed because, like, yeah, just like a Twist said, like, it brought me back to an earlier Cudi. Even though now I can still see that, yeah, musically they gel, but you can tell Cudi's a difference maker on the album. You know, so Cudi definitely.
That humming is so soothing, yo.
Yeah, he's very melodic. So I give that album Kids See Ghosts number 2, and then Nas is off the strength be number 3, and because it's one of the 4th release, that's the only way why fucking Kanye even gets a mention. That shit was ass.
It was butt.
because I know when we gave our Ye breakdown, there people were probably killing us like, yo, being so rough on Ye, and we said we'll give Kids See Ghost a try.
Yeah.
I listened to it, the vibe. That's what the vibe I was thinking it would be.
But see, that's everyone's fucking problem. It's like, yo, talk the truth. Like, yo, I'm the dude that can tell you, yo, I fucking hated Kobe Bryant. I rated his game for being a fucking mama, but I fucking hated the dude.
Yeah.
Up until the dude retired.
Yeah.
So I could talk shit about Kobe. I could give that man his props any fucking day. He's deserving of it. Let me winning fucking Oscars, whatever the case is. That dude's been hilarious. Right? But fuck, Kanye is horrible. Like, half you motherfuckers can't recite freaking college dropout, late registration, or graduation. When you're defender of fucking Kanye, shut the fuck up, man. That shit's ass. I mean, that is worse than fucking Jesus.
Yeah. And that's keeping it 100.
Yeah, you might be right. 'Cause Kids See Ghosts, I enjoyed it. Even Kanye seemed more confident when he was rapping on that album. Cause he wasn't. I felt like he wasn't thinking like I have to be political or I have to
explain my actions.
explain this. He just pretty much flowed on the beat.
He was musically locked in.
Yeah, he just felt the vibe of the concept, and he just went with it.
But you could have made without the verses on the Nas album, right?
Hell yes. I felt like it was just filler, just maybe for him to. Maybe it was like a stripe for him. Like, yes, I'm on a Nas album. Got verses on a Nas album.
So,
to me, he should have been like, you know
Well,
what?
that
let me
said the
fall
collector
back.
was on We Major, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big tune for sure.
Yeah,
So what you say? He's 3 for 4 right now with this good music release.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, three for 4.
Yeah,
and,
no doubt.
Tiana, I think Tiana. Well, I don't think Tiana will surpass Pusha, but she'll be. I feel like she'll be probably 2.
Yeah.
On that
She
list
got
right
a pretty
now.
big
I think she'll
following
be
now.
third. I think it's always the thing. Pusha and Kanye and Cudi, Kids See Ghosts don't budge, but Her album probably better than Nas's.
Yeah, and also it depends too who's on the features, right? Because usually singers usually have features.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be some
I've heard
verses.
from what Push and Sahira said is that
She got the
had
best
some
beats?
like some stupid, quiet, storm-esque type beats. You know what I mean? Like she has some Mobb Deep sounding beats. So
I hope it's
that's
not.
interesting to hear.
Yep,
Man's watching the World Cup.
definitely. We were just talking about it.
I'm seeing a few blunders here and there. Man.
There's
Yo,
some serious
Argentina.
blunders.
I don't know what's going on. Yo, Argentina. Messi.
It's getting messy for Messi, yo.
Yeah, Messi out here. Yo, that legacy for Argentina, Maradona. I think Maradona is happy on the low. He's happy on the low. He's criticizing hard and he's happy on the low. He wants to be the Don.
I like how all these arguments of GOATs as of late have come to like very abrupt ends.
I
You
think
know,
that was
this NBA Finals, we saw the whole. I don't think you'll ever compare LeBron to Jordan again.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to Messi and Ronaldo, that pack of division's been added as well.
Yeah.
You know what fucked up Messi? I don't know if you saw like the photo shoots with him holding the GOAT in his hand. That you should have never did that, bro. You should have won the World Cup before.
That's the only thing he doesn't have on his resume.
Fucked up. You should have never took pictures with that GOAT.
Because right now, Ronaldo has all the momentum, man, with Real Madrid coming off of the Champions League ring and also the Euro Cup that Portugal won back in 2016.
To be honest, I'm not a Ronaldo fan.
Neither am I.
But
Talking to an
he's-
England and Netherlands fan right here, man.
He's putting in work right
That's what I'm
now.
trying to. In these sports, like when it comes to sports and stuff, you don't have to be a fan of a dude, but you should all be able to give dudes their props. So a lot of dudes hate Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's true.
Rightfully so, but when you see what that motherfucker could do in the Super Bowl coming back from Atlanta and
damn
shit,
good.
pay homage. Ronaldo, same thing in hockey. Motherfuckers don't like Crosby. You know what I mean? Like in every sport, you have that guy, right? But you gotta give him the props. You know?
I agree, yeah.
So,
You can't play it hating.
Ronaldo's looking good. My prediction, the teams I'm backing this year for the
Round
World
of
Cup,
16 starting soon.
Brazil was my top, and Colombia.
Neymar's hurt right now.
He's gonna start though. We'll see. He'll be good. They're trying to bang him up, but we'll see if he's about that life. If he really wants to be known as a legend, he has to fight through it. I like Colombia, James Rodriguez. That's my dude.
Even though they lost to Japan, yeah.
So I talk about that. Well, he didn't start, right? So,
Yeah.
And that early red card.
Who's the dark horse, would you say? Because you know there's always like that 1, 2 or teams. Like who was it last World Cup that went pretty far? I forget that small island. There was that one team.
It's not coming to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a dark horse for sure. It might be Senegal because representing Africa. Because I don't see Nigeria. I don't want to go there, but
I didn't see I always pick an African.
Relax.
I always pick an African squad. So I picked Nigeria, but I didn't see the first game. But from what I heard, not looking too hot.
Listen, man, I remember one of the last World Cups. I want to be clear, it was a fucking game. I think it was the first round game. I remember Ghana was in that bitch. And Ghana won a game. And I had to take the fucking 35
Jalen Wilson.
from Jaden Wilson.
shout out.
And them motherfuckers had the streets, the freaking convenient, fucking the plaza across from the Fortinos. Yo, that shit was. Yo, you thought the motherfuckers won the whole thing.
Yeah, they had a
One
motorcade.
game. That was equivalent as being as bad as when the fucking Raptors beat the Bulls in the same season when they went 72-10 the Bulls when they beat Jordan. Like you saw the confetti and shit coming down in the Sky Dome. We were playing the Sky Dome that time, right? You think motherfuckers won the friggin' NBA Finals? Motherfuckers need to relax. Like I was calling Jaden Wilson, like, yo, come on, man, the fuck? I was gonna walk. These guys are blocking the road like they won the whole World Cup.
Yo, people want an excuse to party, be like. I love seeing that shit.
I want an excuse to party too. That's why I want to see them blow up the Raptors or something, man. Like, I want to party. You know, I haven't seen the city win a real, okay, TFC. TFC aside.
TFC.
But that's the thing, I'm not big on soccer. Like, I like soccer because my brother and my pops. Even like anytime I'm really watching World Cup, it was with my pops. Other than that, I'm not watching it like, yo, I'm not rocking it like that. Like, I don't know what it is, man. Me and soccer have never really been like that.
No.
Ever. I don't know what it is, man. And that's not a knock on soccer. My whole family loves soccer.
Yeah.
I personally
It definitely
just don't
brings
wake
people
up
together,
on,
though.
Yeah, I just don't watch. I don't watch all the EPL shit on Saturdays and everything. Like so, man, I catch a 1-2 because obviously when Momo, Sid, that be twist. I mean, like niggas watch it, so okay, I catch a 1-2. But I'm not waking up that early on a Saturday. Fuck that.
shout
That's a have to.
Because of the time difference.
That's I have to really make moves. But even if I have to make moves, then I can't unless I'm watching it, on some mobile. You know what I mean?
Shouts to Momo, actually. I think he's in Kenya right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully you hear this, and hopefully you're catching the World Cup, because I know Momo's dedicated. He's a dedicated.
He's a real one when it comes to
it. Me and Momo have beef. He's a Chelsea fan. I'm a Manchester United fan. So me and him have a friendly beef. Daps to twist right here.
Fuck y'all Dexter Daps, nigga.
I know more.
Bring it to the owner.
I know more like somber vibe.
Yeah.
Gotta say rest in peace to XXXTentacion.
I was waiting to talk about this, but for a complete different reason. I'm gonna let y'all talk. 'Cause I never listened to the dude's music, but I got an angle on things that people said led to his demise.
Yes.
Because the internet's not the internet, just the internet no more, apparently.
Yes.
Proceed.
So, if you don't know, X was murdered in Florida,
20 years young.
20 years old.
Motorcycle shopping.
Apparently, he was at a motorcycle shop or leaving a motorcycle shop, and he was gunned down and I think robbed.
They also got the guy too, by the way.
Yeah,
they announced it today.
Yeah, I saw that today. It's unfortunate. He's a young kid. A lot of people know him because of his controversies, his antics online. But he was also a very talented artist. I'm not super in depth with what he did. I didn't follow like all the music that he did. A lot of like standout tracks for me from him was of course his single "Look at Me."
His breakthrough song, yeah.
Is that the one with a nasty beat?
Yeah, but it sounds like it's not mixed. That track that doesn't sound like it's mixed. Yeah, that track.
I love that beat.
They said
I can see myself body in that
Drake
beat.
kinda copied
they
the
said
flow.
Drake took his flow on "Kiss My Teeth."
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
That was his claim. That Infinity.
Lucky he never had a porn star, probably would have took that too. Hello, everybody meet Mr. Me Too.
Anyway, sin as you were.
Dear God. I don't know, Twist, if you're familiar with this track, Infinity 888 with Joey Badass.
Yeah, I actually.
Yeah, that track.
Funny
I like
thing
that
is, I
track.
actually only heard that song for the first time a few weeks ago. So, I'm on anything for Joey Badass. But yeah, it was good. He showed his diversity on that song.
And he recently broke a Spotify record too, I heard, right?
Past Taylor
after-
Swift, over
yeah,
10 mil
after
streams
death-
for
after
Sad,
death,
right? His
right?
song Sad,
Biggie
right?
said, right? You're
Yeah.
nobody
Till somebody could.
Right? That's real shit,
That's
right?
sad, but it's true. Sad. Sad was one of his big singles. As
That's the
well.
song.
Yeah.
Sad. That's the one that broke the Spotify record.
Okay, yeah,
that's
that's
the one.
a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
record.
that's it, yeah.
And then the track was called "Fuck Love" with Trippie Redd. That was a big track too. That I liked.
So is it safe to say, like at a young age, you think he was battling and dealing with a lot, despite how certain people perceive him, In his age, there's a lot of depth. I never really got into his music like that. I'm gonna be honest, just like
Me either,
Sin.
yeah,
So I
me
can't really speak on the musical side from the tad bits I've heard here and there.
Let me break down everything that I took in. Cause again, right, like I only know that beat that I tried to do a while ago. Right, but shout out Master P, yo, for always being a fucking real one. And that's because Master P mentioned something, and it's the same way that I feel. You know what I mean? And that's like, if somebody's alive and they never knew that, you appreciated their work or you admired their work ethic and shit, fuck all that shit when someone's dead in a fucking morgue with a fucking tag on their toe. All those compliments don't fucking matter. And Master P called out every fucking celebrity that all of a sudden was on some, oh, you inspired me, you inspired the youth, oh, you're a great musician. Like, obviously there's some people that, even though his controversial lifestyle is still fuck to them. You know what I mean? Like they weren't tippy-toe-esque about it or anything like that. So salute to them. But I'm just saying, Master P, like even when someone passes, whether that's a big public figure, like I never said R.I.P. Kate Spade. You know what I mean? That's because Kate Spade never had no direct impact on my life. Regardless of how trendy that was or if everyone else on my timeline is saying that, I don't get sucked into that because you guys have no prior friggin' knowledge or any fucking receipts of the sort that show that I fuck with Kate Spade while she's alive. Right? Is it something that, oh, you know what? Yo, she's dead out here, you know what I mean? It's a pound TT, you know what I mean? And nah, fuck all that. Like, you're not giving people their props when they're alive, you'll hold that to yourself. Because when you start talking to people when they're dead, you're fucking subjected to opinions about your character. You know, so salute to Master P. I saw him say that, and of course niggas gonna call Master P's a hater, but he's not a hater, and I agree with him. Like, how is this kid so great now? They're comparing him to Hendrix and Pac and Elvis. Now that he's dead. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I saw that on Revolting shit. They're trying to say that, yo, for his generation, they're gonna compare him to Elvis and Hendrix and Pac. That's wild. I'm not gonna dispute it because you know what? My bad, because I realized that, yo, I do have a level of ignorance, and that's because once I looked at the dude and I saw how he looked, I said, I can't listen to this music. Like, I'm from that generation where dudes aren't tattooing their face and dudes aren't wearing leggings and, you know what I mean? Like, I don't rock with that generation. Granted, if that's what it is now, kudos to y'all. But once I look at a man like that, I judge him incorrectly. I actually heard this guy speaking in some interviews about trying to sound like a sacrificial lamb too, saying, oh, if I die a tragic death, I hope my life affected at least, you know what I mean, millions of people. Like, some weird shit, like a dude kind of knew he's gonna die,
some
right?
Foreshadowing, yeah.
But my bigger point I want to say while I'm going off right now is that it's not just the internet. And now I'm seeing motherfuckers trying to change their tunes. And when you start fucking trying to tap dance and step in the name of love with the wrong niggas, there's ramifications to that shit. So all that fucking 6ix9ine shit y'all thought was cute, fucking with Chief Keef and Chicago niggas, knock on wood, I don't fucking pray death on nobody, but there's certain blocks you don't fuck with. And I actually saw surveillance that when it showed that he was chilling in O Block, he hopped out of Escalade with fucking security and was just there for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, got clowned on that shit, right? And he comes out talking about, oh, he does too much trolling and they mean this dude was a good guy, this XXX guy, and nobody really had a problem with him like that, but he has 1,000 people that want to kill him. Yeah, it's not just the fucking internet anymore. Now because of social media, dudes feel pressure to respond to certain things. Like how we were growing up, we didn't have motherfuckers world starring, 6 Buzz TV and all this fuckery, right? You fucking scrapping the man, someone gets beat the fuck up, life goes on. You wanna fucking walk away from a fight, you got people freaking recording things on their phone, and depending on what time they started recording it, you look like a punk. You know what I mean? Like, social media gives people a certain type of pressure to have to respond to things. You know, so it's not just the internet, man. There's definitely, you know what I mean, consequences to your actions. And you know, I realized I've been told that he came out the gate on some wild boy shit. And you know, through the course of time, he's trying to mature and make, you know, his platform a bigger purpose. But it seems like, you know, maybe just some hate shit, robbery gone wrong, whatever it is, though, right? Like, and then there's people that don't feel bad for him because of his past, and don't get mad at those people, right? Like, they don't want to be hypocritical in how they feel within their heart, right? But tragic for any 20-year-old black kid to die, so rest in peace. But y'all need to fucking chill, because the internet is just like the new version of Jerry Springer, and y'all really made it get to that point. It's fucking out of wild. It's out of control right now.
Because here's my piece, because I feel like with social media and the internet, it's just like a big cesspool. So, as I said, I'm not familiar with all of his music, and I did a little bit of research on him as far as like his upbringing. His mother was young when she had him, wasn't really, you know, in and out of his life, more so raised by his grandmother. A lot of times in school he was getting into fights, just apparently to just get the attention of his mom. He gets suspended, like that was his thing, just go to school, fight people to get attention. the way social media works, a lot of times people don't get attention for their art, their artistry. It's more of like the tomfoolery that the average person would never see in their lifetime if they're in the streets. It's something entertaining to them in their home.
So you just proved my point that, you know why I got to that point is that I seen on the news that after 27 years, they finally have decided to end Jerry Springer. And
I didn't even know it's still on.
yeah, right? And when I really took it in, I'm like, yeah, they should end that shit because you have the internet now. Right? Like there's certain things, once you heard someone watch Jerry Springer, you judge that person differently. Because of the nudity, grown people fighting on stage, and all that shit. Now, you want nudity? Go on Instagram. Bunch of naked girls. You want fucking grown people fighting? Refer to Love and Hip Hop or any one of these reality shows. You understand what I'm saying? The internet now is the new fucking Jerry Springer.
It's feeding the content for
right?
the
It is.
fuckery.
It's some trolling shit. It's utter fuckery. Now, like, even I'm seeing these motherfucker kids want to do the most for attention. These guys that go to KFC buying buckets of chicken, putting it in random grass, and telling people to hit record saying, yo, we just found a random piece of bucket chicken everywhere just to get on things like 6 Buzz TV. Like, you guys are doing the fucking most for attention. And Nas actually has a line. I'm gonna refer to you for that shit. But I want to hear Twisted's thoughts on this shit. On this XXXTentacion.
Yeah, like to the point, like on the musical side, I can't really give my take on that. But just based on what I knew about the kid, definitely was doing things. Just I don't know if the signs were there for early calls to help, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah, man, all the time. He's like, this guy, all he did was tweet and shit about suicide and shit.
Yeah, and you see, you know, as people, especially when you're close to a person in that situation, I think like you really gotta like, you know, kind of be there and do a little bit more digging and ask the right questions, and then, you know, maybe things don't end the way they end. But, you know, with any type of fame or celebrity, you know, internet aside, social media aside, trolling aside, there comes a responsibility that you got to uphold. You know, you're kind of a target for, say, whether it's for good or for it's bad. So, you know, on certain decisions, you know, it's one of those things. You kind of live by the sword, you die by the sword. Sometimes you have things coming, but, you know, when you get to a certain status in life, and I think he was already starting to turn that page and change, because I seen a few couple things that he had put up and posted. He was trying to do the whole giving back and all that. So it looks like one of those situations were a little too late, which is sad, because no 20-year-old, no matter, you know, famous or just a regular person that you know on a one ways, deserves to go out like that. So in closing, for XXXTentacion, we talked about the record of his song Sad, you know, flying up the Spotify streaming charts, and I just think that's just the beginning. Like, he's just gonna, his music will live on, you know, despite what people view him as, whether it's bad or good. At least he did something to contribute in his short time while he was here on this earth.
I hope he teaches people, like, yo, we need to take accountability for our actions.
Yeah.
You praise him or you watch it and partake in the foolishness that he might have posted online.
Yeah.
You go to Academic's page, he posts all the fuck shit. You're there for the entertainment. It's all fun and games. He gets the charge of domestic violence. He's the scum of the earth. He doesn't, you know, like he didn't get tried or he didn't get charged yet. He didn't get convicted. Then he passes away. Instead of people just videotape them. Instead of like calling the police, yo,
you did that.
who's the first one to get it on their IG?
Only one guy was checking for his pulse. One guy.
I respect what you said that, because how fucked up has society gotten where you see somebody, okay, and I'm pretty sure that based off of the time of day and stuff, there was no real imminent danger to anybody that said, yo, the shooter was still on site. You're getting the fuck up out of Dodge. You're scurrying. If that robbery went wrong, whatever, it's cut it. After you already identify that someone got shot in a Lambo and you know who it is, everyone's fucking first concern is to be the first person to get this to break on TMZ, on Instagram, on fucking World Star, whatever the fuck is, or someone's dying. Then you can fucking go there, try to fucking talk to them, try to, like, lower their fucking blood pressure, probably going through anxiety, they just got shot, trying to talk to that person, see where you can apply something, whether you get some fucking napkins or a fucking towel, apply pressure, like people, everyone had their fucking phone out recording this shit.
Time's ticking, man. Time is precious in those situations.
It's like, yo, I'm the one breaking this shit. Like, when this shit plays on the news, it's gonna say, I mean, video comes courtesy of so, like, fuck all that. Like, I mean, you don't know the coulda, shoulda, woulda. I've seen nurses saying that, yo, like, people not helping them could have been the difference between life and death.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't really say, oh, people are trying to play God, whatever the case is, but to know where society has started and where we are today as we were recorded is pretty fucking sad.
Yeah.
To know that someone is dying and everyone's there with their fucking phones out recording, because getting this on video and posting it within a timely manner is more important than the regard for human life itself.
Give them some more social media
I'm telling
presence.
you, it's real life Jerry fucking Springer out here. And it's so funny because I saw that. I like tying things together. You know, so as soon as I saw that report, I'm thinking, yo, like, fuck, Jerry Springer still comes on even? Like, fuck, they need Jerry Springer for. Have you seen the internet lately? You know what I mean? Like, this is Jerry Springer. Right? But that also goes
Circus
to show
in real
that,
time.
I mean, you have these fucking 6ix9ines and shit. And that's what's so funny, though, right? Is that, look at a nigga like 50. I use 50 as an example. 50 talks the most shit about anybody, right? 50's like a fucking bully on IG. When you cross-reference and fact-check everything, 50 was the first one to pull out his gun. 50 was a shooter in the street when he had to go that lifestyle. Obviously, as M's now, he doesn't have to, right? But a lot of people that pick their battles with 50 Cent know who the fuck he is to a degree, right? And know his background and his pedigree. You got these dudes like 6ix9ine that, what the fuck? They showed a picture of this nigga's fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine at 16, all fucking peaceful and happy-go-lucky and hunky-dory. They showed a picture of Chief Keef at 16 holding a fucking AK. Their environments are different, right?
Yeah.
But based off of cloud of popularity, you guys are helping this motherfucker troll Chief Keef, a nigga that comes from Chicago. You know what I mean? They're the south side, the north side. They call that shit Chirac. Yo, they get under 700 shootings. They get under 700 murders in the fucking year for Chicago. They call that a low fucking year for murder.
People are really
We're here
dying.
bitching complaining about hitting 100 in a year, Jane Cree all that shit, right? Motherfuckers die like niggas switch fashion trends in Chicago. And you're out there trolling those guys? You don't fuck with those guys. They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like, they I don't know, man. Like, you know, I hope that dude Tekashi 6ix9ine gets his shit together, because in his, especially in this internet age-fueled era, his decision's gonna have some consequences, man.
And any youngins that are listening, don't, especially if you're in the streets too. If you're in the streets, if that's your lifestyle, everybody you're trying to, you know, get the clout from are losers at home or remotely, wherever they are. They're losers looking at your lifestyle, judging you, judging what you're doing. They have no authority. They'll never be out in these streets, but you're trying to prove how hard you are to some lame at home. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Don't chase clout from these nerds at home that you'll never see in your life, that will never know what it is to live the lifestyle you live. Fuck that.
It's disrespectful now, man. Like, everything, like, and then you're talking to a dude, man. Like, I grew up in Metro Housing in the Rex from 93, I mean, 93 to 2009. And those are years a lot of niggas couldn't survive, man. Like, yellow tape was nothing. Yellow tape in the fucking, in the playground near the slides and shit was nothing. That was like second nature.
It's like red velvet rope.
And I'm seeing motherfuckers out here really trying to mimic and make a mockery out of gang culture. Like, I got friends I'll never talk to again unless I want to bring a bottle of St. Remy or Hennessy to a gravesite and shit. And they knew what they were signing up for with all this gang shit. They weren't there as soon as one of their brethren died, out there making PSAs talking about how life serious is and being apologetic for their actions. Nah, motherfucker, because you can fucking change your life. You can go meet Gandhi and the Pope. You understand what I'm saying? But if you really made decisions in your past, and you know what I mean, and the street justice of that has some karma to it, you can't escape that. You know, so the youngins, you just gotta do better. And you know, I've seen like online too that they're blaming these things because of a lack of direction for OGs. You've never talked to somebody in their mid-20s to late 20s about anything and got a smart-ass answer from the motherfuckers because they're the friggin' self-entitled, know-it-all friggin' generation, these kids in their 20s. So it's not a matter of the OGs. Our OGs used to talk to us and we listened to it. Even if they talk to us in a tone and a friggin' voice, you know, voice register that I didn't like, I found it to be aggressive and disrespectful. I took it because you're the OG. Now you try to talk to one of these kids, yo, who the fuck do you think you are? Yo, what's wrong with your fam? Are you dumb? Yo, you're not my parents, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is like talking to a youngin'. So now that we're getting to these points now, we're saying that the OGs need to step up. It's hard when the OGs when you're talking to a wall. That's what a lot of these kids are. Right? If you don't have the knowledge, they're not looking at you for the knowledge. Yo, you're not popping. You don't have as many Instagram followers as
looking
me.
at you as
what
a
kind
come
of
up,
whip
yo.
do you drive? Yeah, like they're looking at things that don't really matter and measure a man.
Yep.
But that's what they're doing it off of, right? For club, because you say fucking idiots that these 6'9" guys are holding the friggin' money thing to their ears and doing all type of ignorant shit. And that's what these kids are really trying to chase. You know what I mean? So they're misguided. It means the fucking deaf leading the blind, but you know, that is what that is.
And just know the clout at the end of the day that you're chasing, when you actually get it, you will most likely be in your casket.
Yep.
Remember
Just
that.
smarten up, young generation.
Smarten
Like, you
up.
guys still got to run through the gauntlet of this thing called life. And, you know, wisdom is key. Listen to it. So, you know, unless you want to suffer a similar fate, smarten the F up.
Rest in peace, XXXTentacion, excuse me.
Definitely.
Rest
Oh
in
yeah,
peace.
you know, we wrap that up, but also too is just know that real life relevance will always trump social media relevance, I mean, or significance. Like, people want to know you are who you really are when they see you face to face. They don't give a fuck all that smart shit you're saying. If you want to fucking quote, you know what I mean, like Stephen Hawking or like any other philanthropist, you know what I mean, in your quotes and sound smart, people want to make sure you're just an educated face to face. So real life relevance will always fucking trump all that social media clout you guys are trying to do. So you already know what it is. Thank you for rocking with us for another week at the Man Dem podcast. You know what I mean? The knowledge is always going to be $3.99. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? How you apply it is up to you. You know what I mean? At Man Dem podcast, that's the Instagram, that's the Twitter, that's the YouTube, that's the SoundCloud. That's everything and anything at the same time. Studio iMix, you know what I mean? Studio 139. You want to get your recordings up. You know what I mean? Email the letter T, the number 4, the letter T.cujo@gmail.com. And I'm going to pass it off to the boy Sinsima.
This is your boy Sincere. You can reach me on Instagram at Cindy_Sincere. Also hit me up on Twitter at The Sincere Life. Also follow the 85 Hat brand. That's AV_collective on Instagram and Twitter. Check out the collab with 85 and PAU. Those 85 PAU hoodies.
Hitters.
Toronto
hoodies. Oh, there's more. Oh,
and
shit.
there is more goodies on the way. Check out the pages. Check out Politics as Usual. Yeah, Twist, what up?
Before I get into things, I just want to do a couple quick belated birthday shout outs. Definitely to Ice Cube, the OG, Kendrick Lamar, P Rock, and my wifey, some not wifey, Zoe Zaldana. What up, baby? But anyway, and also one last thing, R.I.P. to Big Van Vader, because if y'all know me, you guys know I'm a big wrestling head, man. That was one of the greatest big mans in the sport. So shout out to Vader, man. Rest in peace.
Hey, yo, Wale, Smoke Dizza, yo, take my man Twist to WrestleMania with you guys, yo.
I've been to 2.
Yeah, as long as you stop talking about these thought ass Zoe.
Yo, you never mind. We'll talk about that off air.
Shout out to DJ Scratch too. Happy belated birthday.
And happy belated birthday to Cujo too.
Yeah, well, I already told him happy birthday. So, you know, Politics as Usual, PAU. That's the Instagram. That's the Facebook. PAU Polyan. That's the Twitter. You know what I mean? www.politicsasusual.ca. Thank you for rocking with the Man Dem podcast. I mean, we locked in, we loaded. I mean, we're gonna be, bringing y'all that good. Y'all listen, we appreciate it. Shout out to our friends across the pond with the same name. Let's try to connect, bruv.
Love and blessings to Toronto, the world.